I noticed both of them. I was like, no, which way do I go now? Okay. You want the 35 mil or the...
We are very close to the North Korean border right now. Let's take a look at what the land looks like. Typical Korean rice paddies and hills. It's not too mountainous here. North Korea is that way somewhere. We'll be going there next, after we take a look at some planes.
Got it. I'm fast.
What does it say?
Record. This train used to go up from South Korea to North Korea, but not anymore. Wish to run north again. Close to Seoul.
New building you see on the left side of the road is the Barracks Readiness Facility and houses some of the guards of the Joint Security Area. It was named in honor of First Lieutenant Mark Barracks, who was murdered in the 1976 axe murder incident. The area that we're passing through now is known as the Sunken Gardens area and was the focal point of the Soviet defector gun battle incident. The new building that has just been constructed is known as the Peace Building. It was constructed for the unification talks of the two Koreas. The green roof building is the Republic of Korea Press Building. Once we get permission to get off the bus, we'll be going up the steps, we'll get into a line of twos, and then we'll cross over the Conference Road and enter inside of the MAC building. Please do not stop to take photographs of the pagoda. That's the last thing we're going to do. We'll go inside the MAC building first, get a briefing, take some photographs, we'll come out, we'll go to the top of the pagoda, another briefing, take photographs, and the last thing you'll do before you get back on the bus, if you want to, is take a picture of that. You're not permitted in the Sunken Gardens area, so do not go beyond where this bus is parked. In this area, because it is here, four types of talks are held essential to the supervision of the Armistice Agreement. MAC meetings normally last 3 to 4 hours. However, we do have one on record that lasted 11.5 hours. All statements made in MAC meetings are translated into English, Korean, and Chinese, and simultaneous translators sit in the glass booths that you see at either end of the building. The microphones you see on the table and the microphones you see hanging from the ceiling are monitored 24 hours a day. Therefore, anything you say in this room can be heard by the Communist North Koreans. Now, not all MAC meetings are of a serious nature. One of the first MAC meetings we had flags similar to the ones that you see here now. Well, at the next MAC meeting, the North Koreans brought an even larger flag. Not to be outdone, the next MAC meeting, we brought a larger flag. This went on and on until the flags were so large you couldn't get them in the building. You had to have a special MAC meeting just to decide the sizes of the flags, and the results are what you see here now. Notice that the North Korean flag is slightly taller than our flag, but we got a bigger tip. Their flag is longer, but our flag is wider. They have a 3-tier base, and we only have a 2-tier base. But our 2-tier base will equal their 3-tier base in overall dimensions anyway. The microphone wires you see running down the center of the table represent the MDL. It is continued further to my front and to my rear by a 17-inch slab of concrete that resembles a sidewalk running in between these buildings. Therefore, everybody standing to my left is standing in Communist North Korea. Everybody standing to my right is standing safely in the Republic of Korea. If you'd like to make a safe crossing into North Korea, you may do so, but in this building only, and at that end of the table only. Do not try to go beyond the guard posted in the north end of the building, and do not try to pass the guard that is stationed here by the flag. Have you a chance to take the photographs?
You can see the flag. I can tell that wouldn't this is about standing up here, shot in the sack.
Can you join us up here,
North
please?
Korea. That's the North Korean side.
Just turn us in if you have trouble.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be going downstairs. We have an opportunity to take a picture of the pagoda from the steps before we get back on the bus. Please follow me. This is the only authorized smoking area, so if you do smoke, go ahead and bring your cigarettes with you. The building you see over here to the right is known as the Tongyo Gok. That's their unification talk building. They do have some Red Cross talks over there. See, you can't see their faces, but you can see little red armbands, so you know the North Koreans are sitting in the door. I'd like to direct your attention at this time to the mountain to your right. On the side of that mountain, you'll see some white scrapings. That's actually letters engraved in on the side of that mountain. That says "Bon Me," which means against Americans. Now look to the front of that. You see another series of signs, looks like the North Korean version of the Hollywood sign, right? Everybody see that? That states that South Korea is enslaved by the United States through colonialism. What looks to be a dirt road at the base of that hill is actually the northern boundary of the DMZ. Now look over here to the tree line. You can see 1 to 2 of the yellow panel markers and some of the white posts that have since turned brown, marking the MDL. The MDL goes straight down to the tree line, makes an abrupt left because it bisects the Seichon River, all the way down to Han River Estuary. All those mountains you see way over there to the left, all the ones you see to the front, and all the ones you see to the right is North Korea. You are surrounded on all 3 sides by North Korea. Look directly straight ahead, you'll see a low white building with a big silver roof. That's the Korean People's Peace Museum. That was the building that was erected in 48 hours solely for the signing of the Armistice Agreement. And actually, the Armistice wasn't signed there. It was signed in a tent in the back area where you just came from. Now look to the right of that. In the base of that hill, you'll see 2 white buildings, possibly 3, 2 red smokestacks, and some tall trees. That's a Czech Pole neutral nations camp. Over here, you can see the Bridge of No Return. This is the same bridge that the crew de Pueblo crossed or repatriated back to the United States after 11 months of captivity back in 1968. Now, prior to the axe murder incident, the North Koreans used to cross the Bridge of No Return, drive up this hardball, turn onto the concrete road, running directly to our front. After this 1976 axe murder incident, we denied them access. They built their own bridge on the other side. You can follow that road, you can see where the blue railings start. Known as the 72-hour bridge because they built it in 72 hours. Looking back, Bridge of No Return, the blue and brown pagoda. Look to the front of that, you see that big circle of grass. Look 25 feet in front of that, and on the right-hand side of the road, you see a concrete embankment with a smaller concrete post in the center. Everybody see that? Okay, that's where the tree was, the focal point of the 76 axe murder incident. Look above the pagoda, up on the hill line, you can see some more red letters. That states that they do not recognize 2 Koreas, only 1 Korea under Kim Il-sung. You also see Ijeongdong. The reason why you don't see that flag waving in there, because that flag weighs an estimated weight of 601 pounds, and that's dry weight. It's over 100 feet long. It is the 2nd largest flag in the world. Soldier Fortune magazine has offered it. Feel free to take photographs of anything in this area.
You say most of those large buildings over there have no one in them?
Over here, there's nobody over there. There's only about 20 workers. At the base of that flagpole there.
See that's propaganda village over there?
Guards go around at nighttime and they turn lights on in different buildings and stuff, and they have
bed. It goes right to the building on the other side. Does
Yeah, who are those guys?
excuse me.
Otherwise, they could get in here. There's this vehicle down
Are there mines down in here?
There's no mines. The joint security area is 800 meters and 400 meters on each side. It's a cool area, so you have no mines.
This time of year they're not.
Limited weapons.
It's usually in the spring.
You can try to take a picture of it, but in all likelihood it will not come out. Normally you dig just a big black square with a white outline.
Get your thing for you.
What? Yeah, you found it. He's only been on it.
You know what the temperature is down here today?
Today? It was 20.